Good evening. Hello, good evening, all.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Hello. Me.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Hope you had a good day.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. All right. We've got to start. I like us. We're discussing measures of central tendency. And we're looking at measures to discuss that. We looked at the various variants of mean, data, and ungrouped data when there is not classed, and the grouped data when it is classed. And then we also looked at how you can use an assumed mean to determine the mean in the case of a grouped data. So tonight we'll move to very quickly run through how you can determine the median. I think you can deal with that one, so that I can go on. Can't you deal with it? The median and the mode. We know pretty well that when you are the median, like we said, is a positional average, that the median is a positional average, and it's easy to determine the median when you have an ungrouped data. It's just a question of rearranging the values in descending or ascending order of magnitude, and then you pick the median. Now let's just play with a little example here. Now we'll have let's assume we have household and income bracket. Household, this is household, and this is income. The household will be frequency, that's F, and then income will be X, right? Then we have 1,000 households are within an income bracket of 500 naira a day. Then an income bracket of say 1,500 naira. Then we have 3,000 households are within an income bracket of 2,000. And then 500 households are within an income bracket of 4,000. And then 100 households are within an income bracket of, let's say, 5,000. Then the question A, what is the mean income? What is the modal income? And what is the median? We can play with this, right? Can we? Please, I need response.
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay. We can play with this. Now we'll create a table, right? Or we'll just create a table of X, F, Fx. we have income. Income will be, in a question like this, you should be able to know what X is and know what F is. Maybe in exam setting, because nobody will give you F and X. You may be told, given a certain certain characteristics, and then number of like their frequency. So know what is the constant and know what is the variable there. For example, the income is a constant. What is actually the variable is the what? The household. So here we would have fx. Okay, now income, we have 500, we have 1,500, we have 2,000, then we have 4,000, and we have 5,000. Okay, so the households are, for 500 we have what? 500 income, we have 1,000 households. For 1,500 we have 2,000 households. For 2,000 we have 3,000 households. For 4,000 we have 500 households. And then for 5,000 we have 100 households. So can I have fx?
500,000.
500,000. Okay. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's just do it in multiples of thousand so that I can reduce the figures we have to deal with. You get what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So that means this will be 500, followed by, the next one is what?
3,000.
3,000.
That's like 3 million, right? I said 3 million.
Yes.
Is it 3 million?
Yeah, 3 million. So we'll have 3,000.
Okay. All right. The next one,
6,000.
1,000.
6,000. That's 6 million. Next one,
20,000.
sorry?
200.
Let's see, 400 by 5. That's 200.
2,000. 2,000.
200, right? Is it 200 or 2,000?
2,000 is 2,000.
2,000.
Then the last one,
10,000. Sorry,
10,000.
5,000.
5,000.
That is
5,000.
5,000. That's 5 million.
5,000.
Okay, so that we'll have sum of x will be what? Sum of fx. Sum fx. Sum of fx.
16,500.
16,500.
Say that again.
16,500.
16,500.
Okay. Sum of f.
75.
That's 7,500. That's 75, right? Okay, 7,500. Let's just return to, we'll add just 3 zeros here. That'll be 60,500,000. So that's the mean. Give me the mean. Mean income. Mean income.
2,200. $2,200.
Mean income is 2,200. 2,200 is the mean income. Now, we will have to find the median income. Now, in a case like this, median income is equal to the sum of F plus 1 over N. You know, the term at this point will be the median, right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now, what's our N? Our N is what? What's our N? Talk to me. What's our N?
$7,500.
Sorry, I made a mistake. N is actually the sum of F, right? It should have been
Yes.
over 2. It should be over 2, not over N. You guys were all looking at me like that. So the sum of F here, I know there was something wrong. So the sum, our F plus 1 is 7,500. Okay, sorry, we can let go the 1. 7,500. Sorry, it's no, there's no 1. There's the other way. And when it is on group, is N plus 1. But when it is group, it's just sum of frequency. It's 7,500 over 2. So that is, can you give me the figure? That's 3,750. 3,750. The 3,750th term is the median. The 3,750th term is the what? Median. So how do you go about it? Just go to the frequency and start adding up, and then add up to where you have 3,750. Now, the first one, 1,000 plus 2,000 is 3,000.
3,000.
And then this is where the 3,750th term falls in. The 3,750th term is in the place I've just marked red. Am I correct? Even if you go from the other way, 1,000 plus 500 is 1,500. Then if you add this is where the 3,750th term falls in, which means obviously median will be what? Median will be what? 2,000. Median income will be 2,000. Is that okay? So what will be the modal income? The modal income will be
2,000.
2,000.
2,000.
2,000.
so what will be the modal income? Sorry for the interruption. What will be the modal income?
2,000.
2,000.
Okay,
2,000
2,000 will also be the modal what income because
income.
2,000.
is the one that has the highest frequency. Now it is easier to deal with this when you have this kind of arrangement, but when the observations are in class, as when it's class, the classed observation, it becomes a somewhat more challenging something to do. So the median and the mode will be found by interpolation. We will interpolate the median and interpolate the mode when it is in class form. So let's attempt a question that is in class form to illustrate that before we leave this place.
Excuse me, sir, I have a question.
Now this is class. Okay, now in a more realistic setting, you're giving questions and you're asked to build your class. So let's do something like that. Let's say 50 students participated in a CBA. Okay, Dr. Joshua, your hand is raised.
Yes, sir. So I happen to know that median has to do with odd or even number, but I didn't hear anything about it. So I'm a bit confused about that.
I think we spoke about it in our last class when you're looking at ungrouped distribution. Were you in the last class?
Yes, sir.
We spoke about that, I suppose. But anyway, let's just for the benefit of that, if it is ungrouped, you have something like this. Now, if it is like this, it's easier to pick the median. But assuming you now have like 6 added, so if you have 6 added, the median will not be easy to pick. It becomes the mean of the 2 middle numbers. It becomes the mean of 3 and 4, which will be 3 plus 4 divided by 2. That will give you 3.5. Is that what you're thinking? Is that what you're talking about?
Because if you look at it now, as regards the income, we just have 5 variables there. And looking at it, it's more or less like 2,000 already. from that calculation?
We don't have 5 variables. We have 5 households.
Five household rather.
Yeah. Now see what this one is it's not like looking at it is just 2000. It's not 2000 because 2000 is in the, we are looking at the frequency here. It is, we are look, if you spread out this now, there are 500 will be there will be 1,500s. There will be 2,000, 1,500s. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
As if you spread it out, 500 will appear 1,000 times. Hello? Do I still have your attention?
Okay.
Do we still have you? Dr. Joshua, can you still hear?
Yes, I get to understand this now.
Okay, so when you spread it out that way, you will see all of them. You will spread, that means you have 7,500 figures that you will arrange in ascending or descending order of magnitude before you just pick the median. You know, so that,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so can we move on now?
Okay, sir.
Can we move on?
I put on it now.
Okay. Now, I said, let's say 50 students did a CA. 50 students did a CA, and their scores, the CA is over 10, and their scores are recorded as follows. Okay, now I think we are, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I overshot by 1. I remove it. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I overshoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So here we have 50 figures, right? Yep. There are 50 observations here. Let me expand it now. Okay, now you have this. We are going to build a class. We will build a class, create a frequency table with what? Class interval that has a class width of 2. class width of 2. That's 1. Then 2, find the mean score. Then 3, find the median score. Then 4, find the modal score. Then 5, if the pass mark is 4, how many students failed the exam? And how many students passed the exam? How many students failed the exam? And how many students passed the exam? Can we try this?
Yes, sir.
How many of you are still following?
So I think there are 51 scores, or rather than 50.
Are there 51? Let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Thank you. There are actually 51, so we have to let go of 1, and that one we have to let go is 1. Okay, now let's have our class interval. Then what would the second one be? Class what? Midpoint.
Class mark.
Midpoint of mark. Then we'll have tally. We'll have frequency. Then we'll have fx. That's frequency times what? X. Right? Our midpoint, you know, will be our x, right?
X.
Okay, now let's go. We are building a class width of what? 2, 2. So the first one will be 0 to what? 1.
Yeah.
Next will be what? 2 to 3.
2 to
right?
3. Yes, sir.
The next will be what? 4 to 5.
5.
We'll have 6 to 7. We'll have 8 to 9. Then we'll have 10 to 11. Right?
10.
Okay, now let's
11.
knock off. Let's knock off now. Let's knock off 1.
Yes, sir.
Here is 1. 1. 1. Here is 2. Here is 3. And here is what? 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So I want us to remove all the ones.
So it's like our tally is supposed to come before the midpoint from the arrangement.
No, don't worry, I'm going to change it. Okay. So we've removed all 1. So we should have our midpoint before tally. So our midpoint will be what? What's our midpoint?
0.5.
0.5.
0.5. Thank you. Now 0.5, you just be adding 1 because the class width is 1. I hope you know. Is that okay? Class width is 2 actually, so it's 2 plus 3 divided by 2 is 2.5, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
class width is 2, so you just be adding 2
2.5.
successively. So
4
that would be
points.
4.5.
6.5.
Next will be 6.5, and the next will be
8.5.
and then the next will be
10.5.
9.5.
That's 10.5. Okay. Now we'll continue. Let's continue knocking off. We are dealing with 2 now. Here is the first 2. 2. There's the next 2. 2. 2. We had eliminated 1 before, so it shouldn't be there. Then 2. Is that all? That's all 2, right? So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, and what? 4. So
4.
we delete them.
4.
So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll deal with 3. So we have.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
When we're dealing with 1, we left 0, and we still have 1. We have 0 in the observations.
I think you're right. Yes. So we should add 1. Add 1 here. Thank you. There's only 1 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, we're going on. We go to we'll be dealing with
3.
Sorry, there's an error. We should have dealt with, we had 4 2s, right? It should have been 2 and 3 together.
2 and 3 together.
Yeah, so let's get the 3s. That's 4, 5,
6, 7,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that all? Is that all?
8. 10.
Is that all?
I think so.
Okay, let's go again. This is 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's 11.
Plus
11.
4 is 11.
11,
That's
yes.
11, yeah.
So we delete that. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4. Strike through. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So we'll double strike through. Okay. So here our frequency should be 5. Here our frequency should be 11, right?
Oh,
Then we are
so
dealing with 4 and 5 now. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
5, 6, 6,
7,
7,
8,
8,
9,
9,
10.
10.
10. 10.
So we'll remove them, 10 of them. Okay, so we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will give us what? The frequency is what? 10.
10.
Okay, so we will deal with 6 and 7 now. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10.
and 14, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll remove 14 of them. So we'll come over here and count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the frequency is 14. Then we deal with 8 and we deal with 8 and 9, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and what? And 8.
8.
So we remove them. And obviously we have 2 here. And then we have 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So let's have the sum of the frequency. Our sum of f. Please add, let's be certain we did the right thing.
It's 50.
Is it 50?
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
sum of f will be 50. Now let's build our fx. Okay, 0.5 times 5 should be 2.5, right?
Yes, sir.
0.5 times 11, 5.5. Sorry, 2.5 times 11. Sorry, I missed it. Give me the figure, please. This is 45. What's that? 2.5 by 11.
27.5.
27.5. 6.5 by 14.
91.
91. 8.5 by 8.
68.
68. This would be 21, right?
21.
21. Yes.
21.
So that's, we move this. So here we are looking for sum of fx. What will be the sum of fx?
255.
255, confirm. Confirmed. Is it a confirmed
Yes,
case?
255. 255 confirmed. Yes,
Okay.
confirmed. 255.
It's confirmed case itself. That's confirmed is becoming a popular word. Okay, so I think I read something. They say you should beware of C. The people should beware of C, the letter C. confirmed, and the COVID.
Yes.
China too.
China. And then there's a seed that will deal with all of them. They say it's Christ. Okay, so we go, our X bar is equal to sum of fx, which is sum of fs, which is 255 over 50. So that'll be what? 5.1.
5.1.
5.1. Okay, so 5.1 is the mean score, right? 5.1 is the mean score. So we move over to the next thing. Let me get the formula, the median formula. Let me quickly copy it and paste so I can be snappy about it. Okay, let's just run through very quickly. I'm supposed to be with corporate finance class any moment from now. Okay, we have, you can still see my screen, right? Can you still see my screen?
It's another screen.
Seriously?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
What are you seeing?
Yes.
The
Formula
for
median.
median and mode.
Okay. Now, the challenge here is that because this thing is arranged in class, you want to locate the median inside the class. You know, it's like there's a grouping. So, and amidst all this grouping, you need to find the very class, not just the very class, but the approximate median inside the word class. That is why what we use here is actually what we call the interpolation method of determining the word, the median. So the formula is L1 plus N over 2 minus the sum of fx1 over f median, and then multiplied by C. So these things are defined here. Firstly, L1 is the lower class boundary of the median class. Then N is the total frequency or number of what? Observation, then ordinary divided by 2. Then sum of F1 is sum of all the frequency lower than the median class. Then F median is the frequency of the median class. Now we go back to that table and then fill up all this. Firstly, the lower class boundary of the median class. We need to find what looks like the median class. How do we do that? Let's get n, divide n by 2. A number of observation is 50. If you divide n by 2, that means the median class will be somewhere around the 25th term. Is that correct?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
It should be somewhere around the 25th term. So let's see where the 25th term will be. That would be 5 plus 11 will give us what? 5 plus 11 will give us 16 plus 10
16.
plus 10.
Yes, between 4 and 5.
So the median class should be between, that's 4 to 5, should be the median what class. So this is what we are looking at as the median class. That's the class interval that houses the probable median. But then since it is a class between 4 and 5, you don't know whether it is 4, you don't know whether it is what, 5.
4 to 5.
Right? Hello? Do I have your attention? So you don't know whether, you don't know the particular number since it is in a class. You want to get the approximate median figure. That's what this exercise is all about. So the median class is 4 to 5, right? So obviously,
Yes, sir.
Let's just be filling this up. Now n is 50, and then divided by 2, and then L1 is the median class, the lower class boundary of the median class, which is what? 4.
Oh.
Right? The median class is 4 to 5. So the lower class is what?
4.
4. Then sum of all the frequency below the median class, let's get that. So all that is below the median class will be 5 and what? 11, which is what? Which is 16. So it means
16.
This is 16. Wow. This is 16. And then the next one is the frequency of the median class. The median class has what frequency? What's the frequency of the median class?
10.
Is it 10? Okay, 10.
10.
Then C is the size of the median class. What's the size of the median class here?
2.
2. 2 is the size of the median class. So when we do this, we will get the approximate value of the median. Okay, so let's go. Can we? Of course, it will be 25.
Yes,
25
minus
25
16.
minus 16 divided by 10 multiplied by 2. That would be 1 point. What do you have?
1.2.
1.2. Did you say 1.2?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's approximately 5, right?
Approximately 5, yes.
Approximately 5.
Yes.
The median is approximately what? 5. So remember, it's interpolation, is approximately 5. Then let's very quickly run through the mode. So for the mode 2, it's almost like let's check what is supposed to be the modal class. The modal class is that class that has the highest frequency. So, but inside the class now, you don't know the particular observation that is the what? The mode. The modal class will be 2 to 3, right? Is that correct?
No.
This is the modal class. The class that has the highest frequency is, so it's not that, sorry.
It should
The
be
modal
6 to
class
7.
is
6
6
to
to
7.
7. 6
Yes.
to
To
7,
7.
that's 14. That's the modal class. 6 to 7 is the modal class. So the lower class boundary,
Yes, sir.
class boundary is 6. Can you make the substitution and then let's have the answer?
6 to
6 to 7 is the modal class. So the lower class boundary of the modal class class boundary is what? 6. And then the excess of modal frequency over frequency of the next lower class. Excess of modal frequency over the frequency of the next lower class. The next lower class Are you done? Can I have the answer? Let me have the answer.
I got 6.8.
Confirmed. Who's confirming that figure? Confirm the figure. Said he has 6 point what?
8.
6.8, approximately 7. Who else is ready?
Yeah, I got 6.8.
Yes, 6.8.
Okay, which means approximately the mode is 7. Now, can we do a little teaser here? Can you spread out your figure and see whether the most frequent this thing there is 7? Who copied the figures? Count the number of times 7 appeared and see whether it is the most frequent. Is 7 the most frequent? Can I have a response? When I ask questions, all of you will mute yourself. Is 7 the most frequent?
I think 6 appeared the same, like 6 appeared 7 times, 7 appeared 7 times, from what I have here.
6 and 7 appeared 7 times.
7
6 and
times
7,
each.
yeah, yes.
Okay, okay. It's fine. But then by our distance, when you solve problems like that, because of the size of the data, you're not supposed to go back. So long if you follow the processes very well, you are adjudged correct. So this verification is of no essence, you know. So it's just to apply the interpolation formula, because what you're looking for is an approximate mode, given that this data is large, is a large array of data, and you cannot specifically identify the mode inside the class. You just apply the interpolation formula and you're able to get whatever it is you're looking for. So having said that, the next port of call, I'll just introduce measures of dispersion. Make a bit of introduction to measures of dispersion, and we'll discontinue. Measures of dispersion. You know, these are a set of averages that measure spread and variation. They measure spread and variation. Remember, these ones we just looked at are measures of central tendency. They are measures of location. They are measures of aggregative tendencies. But then these ones are measures of dispersion. You know, dispersion means what's the distribution? You're looking at the spatiality. How far apart these observations are? How far apart are they? Because the measures of dispersion will tell you whether the variables are far apart or not. While measures of central tendency will tell you how close the observations are, how close knit are the observations, how close knit, KNIT, are the observation. Then measures of dispersion will tell you how far apart they are. So basically, we have the range, we have mean deviation, we have variance, we have standard deviation. These are all measures of dispersion. They are all measures of dispersion. So their primary responsibility is to tell you how far apart are the observations, are the members of the distribution. While the other ones are to tell you how close are the members of the, like the mode will show you how close are they around the most frequent one, median, the middle, you know, so it's assumed that the other values run around the figures in the middle. Then the mean, the aggregative average. Like I told you, the other two, that's mode and median, are positional average, while the mean is an aggregative average. But all together, they show you aggregative tendencies. And these ones show you dispersion. They show you how far apart the observations are. In a statistical distribution, when you're looking at measures of dispersion, you're looking at how far apart. While in looking at central tendency, you're looking at how close. For example, if you look at the mean age in a class, you're more like getting to know that the youngest person in that class will not be too low or too lower than the mean age, while the oldest person will not be too far above the mean age. So that means it's like a pivot around which the age of people in the class revolves. You know, but when you are looking at the standard deviation, then you have found the mean. You're now asking how far away was the dispersion or the deviation from the mean? What's the deviation from the mean? Because standard deviation is actually looking at the standard deviation from the mean. Deviation from the mean. So in our next class, we'll go into this, maybe have a run through and then maybe take one example and then run through them. Remember, December will have deviation for group data. That is mean for group and ungroup data. We also have this for group and ungroup data too. So the instances are not the same. So you need to acquaint yourself with them. And I expect you to read ahead of me because the material you have, I think, is actually a self-study material. It can help you because effort was made to prepare it in a manner that you can relate with it. So let me answer your questions before I say good night. Questions, comments, observation.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. Please, going back to the median. I don't know the median. The answer to the median. I wanted to know what answer was it.
What did we get? 5.2. Our story is 5.2.
Okay, so how did we get to, 5.2?
And then we said is approximately 5.
I got 5.8.
I got 5.8, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I got 5.8. That's why I'm surprised. It's meant to be
So who gave us 5.2?
Yes.
I did. It's actually 5.8.
5.8.
I did.
So that's why I was
My bad.
surprised.
It's 5.8.
Okay. 5.8 is it, if that's what you got. Applying the formula, you got 5.8. So it's 5.8.
5.8.
So it's approximately 6,
Yeah.
which now makes it fall below the probable median that we used. So is that still correct?
Okay, it falls below the median. It falls
Median
outside
that
the
we
median class.
Yes.
This is interpolation.
Okay.
When you are interpolating, you just report your figure. It's interpolation. It can be exposed to some kind of estimation error.
Okay.
If you're not saying it with mathematical exactness that this is it, you're interpolating.
Okay.
So long as the formula was rightly applied, so all you just do is to report what you have.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
For example, the mean we have is 5.1. 5.1 is not there's no figure called 5.1 in the observation. We don't have 5.1 as an observation, but the mean is 5.1. So you just report it that way.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Any other question? Okay. I think at this point we may have to discontinue. We have remember, we still have much to do. We still have to look at correlational regression, look at those financial mathematics, and then issues on inventory modeling and all that. So a little more on our hand, but we'll do our best given the time available. So all I just want to tell you is to read ahead of me. I expect that when we come to class like this, questions can be raised that can take us forward. That'll be it for now. I'd like to say thank you for being a part of this class, and you have a great night.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good night.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good
Thank you.
night.